So, question 10, the function f of x is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 9. So this looks like a graph like this. A U shape, because that's a plus x squared. Remember, plus x squared, positive, up, happy. So it's going to look like that. As defined for all real values of x. Find the value of x for which the slope is equal to 8. So find the value of x for which the slope equals 8. Now I told you previous to this. So f of x here is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 9. When we differentiate, so f dash x, we're going to get 2x minus 2. But I told you a massive thing here. I told you that this fella you're after finding here is the slope finder. The slope finder here. So slope is equal to 2x minus 2. And basically I told you two things happened. Up to now, if you had the input x, you could find the slope. So if you had the input x, you could find the slope. But for a change, and just let me do one thing here so we have a bit of room. Let me throw in an old white box here, shape fill white, and so we have a bit of room. Yeah, for a change, so as I said up to now, you had the input x, you found the slope. This time it's saying, hey, I'm giving you the slope, right? I'm giving you the slope there, 8. Find out the value of x when the slope is 8. Easy peasy. I told you that formula. Two things happen. You know x, you find the slope, or the second thing that could happen, you know the slope, you can find x. So we have 8 is equal to 2x minus 2. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add 2, I'm going to add 2, and then I'm going to divide by 2 to get x, and I'm going to divide by 2 and get 5, and that is the value of part A. Find the value of x, and we're after finding x is 5. So that is the answer to part A, and part B then says something a bit different. So what is going on with part B? Part B then says, okay, hence find the equation of the tangent to the curve y is equal to f of x that has a slope of 8. Look at it, same thing over and over again. A tangent is a line. You need three things for your line. You need the slope, you need a point on the line, and number 3, you need a formula. So we definitely have two of them. Look at it, part A was there, find the value of x for which the slope is 8, right? And so we're after finding out there that the slope from the previous question was, or the slope is 8. Okay, we know the formula, that's fine. What we don't know yet initially is a point. What we do know is when the slope is 8, x is 5. So what we've got to do here, when the slope is 8, when the slope is 8, that implies we've got a value for x, y. We've got x is 5. We don't know what y is. But I can find out y very quickly. So we know that y is equal to x squared minus 2x. And I keep swapping these interchangeably so that you get used to them. That's another name for y there, f of x. So all I'm going to do now to find y is I'm going to sub in 5 for x. Right? Sub in 5 for x. And you can see there clearly now that y, you get your calculator and you're going to get an answer. 25 minus 10 is 15. 15 plus 9 is 24. Giving us the coordinate when x is 5, y is 24. And we're all set up now for the next question, or for the next part. And the next part here was to find the equation of the tangent. So we need three things. We know that the slope is 8. We figured out our point to be 524, and our formula is y minus y1 is equal to m on the bracket of x minus x1. Let me label my point there, x1, y1, and now we're going to start setting it up and filling in. So set up y minus bracket x minus, leave it all blank for y1, blank for x1, blank for the slope. So fill it in. y1 is 24, x1 is 5, and the slope here is 8. Let's use a different colour for the slope. there is 8. So now, that's going to be tidying this up. No change in the signs here, no change in the signs here. 8 times x is 8x. 8 times minus 5 is minus 40. And we, remember, have to give our answer in the form y equals mx plus c. So we need to give it in that form, told us in the question. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add 24, and that will leave me with y. And add 24 to the right. And be careful here, you owed someone €40, you paid them off €24, you now owe them €16, I think. And hopefully that's the answer to that question.